Please welcome the Baroness of Brackets, Caitlin Osmond. Caitlin, welcome. Thank you for coming back.
Hello, Asher. So fun to be back.
All right, let's start with the girlies taking the gold for the second time in 2 years. Amber Glenn, and the silver medal goes to her teammate, USA's Alysa Liu. And if you can believe this, Caitlin, this was her first ever Grand Prix medal. She has two world medals. She likes doing everything in reverse, I guess. And third from Japan, Rinka Watanabe. Amber Glenn had a pretty disappointing end to her golden run last year in the Grand Prix on the Grand Prix circuit and pre-Grand Prix circuit. She was undefeated. Worlds was a little bit more disappointing. I think she was about sixth there, but she comes out like a firecracker. I loved her Like a Prayer Madonna short program, choreographed by another prolific Caitlin Weaver. The choreography was great. I loved the outfit, a clear nod to what Madonna was wearing in that music video. And I was definitely saying amen with this short program. But Caitlin, were you singing those praises as well?
Well, I was definitely singing along with the music. I am a huge Amber fan. I think the way she attacks her jumps and the programs are always so exciting. That being said, I've seen her Madonna program earlier in the year when she skated it flawlessly, and the energy behind it is so much bigger. And I find that happens quite a bit with Amber is if the jumps take a little bit more extra focus one day, then you see the performance being held back quite a bit. And with the excitement and the joy that, well, skating to Madonna brings, you can't really hold back on that. And I find when it does, it stands out quite a bit.
Yes, and some of the standout moments for me in this short program was the step sequence. I love that little cheeky movement of down on my knees. It was a little sultry, a little bit risque. I absolutely loved it. But let's go to her free program. Again, she opens up with a stellar triple axel, but that triple flip, triple toe comes back to haunt her, just like in that short program. But Caitlin, she was flawless throughout the rest, a 141 in this free program. She was undefeated last Grand Prix series, all the way to the Grand Prix final, only kind of fell off at Worlds. Do you think that she can do it again?
I hope so. I really want to see her progress throughout this entire season. I think each year she learned a little bit more about her mental health and the strength behind it. And that was obvious in her free program here, making the mistake or having to fight for the triple flip, triple toe, and then not letting that interfere with the rest of the program. That was the first time I've really seen her do that, and I hope that she's able to carry that through and trust herself in that way. And hopefully that leads to the second half of the season.
All right, let's talk about Alysa Liu and a sentence that bears repeating because it's so ridiculous. This is Alysa Liu's first Grand Prix medal. This was the first one. She has two world medals, a gold and a bronze. Insane.
She is such an incredible athlete. And I thought when you were talking about ridiculous, I thought you were going to say how she was surprised by the fact she made a mistake in the second half of her free program because she didn't know what to do because it never happened. And you could see that reaction in her face when she stepped out of the triple flip. Her face just went, oh, do I do? Oh, wait, no, can't do an axle right now. So then she had to add it on to the next jump, which obviously wasn't a problem. But you saw herself giggle at, like, she was giggling about herself in the middle of her program. And only someone who knows they're going to land everything has that kind of confidence going into a free program, especially. I do want to see this program build a little bit more. I think last year at World Championships, it was huge and amazing, especially being in front of a home audience. I find early in this season she holds back a little bit on that choreography, probably because everything else is so easy. So you sometimes just forget that you still need to give effort in some places.
Yeah, that Donna Summer program did look a little bit gassy near the end, but like you said, she was having fun with making a mistake and having to think on her feet and just really excited to perform for her family that lives in China for the first time. But, go off. She truly is just
It
a
was a good
bright queen.
workout.
It it was a workout. It was a great workout, according to
That's her
her.
words.
I couldn't imagine. I just go on a treadmill for like 5 minutes, but she loves to do a free program. Okay, lastly, we got to talk about Japan's Rinka Watanabe. Gorgeous short program. That Moulin Rouge short program kept her in medal contention. She was 5th in the free program, but that triple axel was stunning. The energy she gave in that short program, beyond. And she also went for 2 more triple axels. She tried one in with the triple toe in the free program. It wasn't necessarily worth the risk today, but if she can nail it, she will be another threat for Japan's 3 spots.